You're tuned in to Capital Jazz TV. I'm your host, Jodine Dorsey. We are on the 15th annual SuperCruise presented by Capital Jazz. Eric Roberson. Wait, hold on. Let me try this again. Eric Roberson is joining us today.
I'm here. You're welcome.
And we already see the type of energy that Eric Roberson is going to share with us. Eric, how are you doing today?
I'm all energy.
All energy.
And you are welcome. I'm good. Your nails look great with your sneakers.
Thank you.
You're doing great to match my effort. Yes, we're doing good. And the Capital Jazz Fest and Cruise and all of that has been a blessing. You a blessing, Jodine. And, you know, it's just, we're just ready, you know?
You're just ready.
Now, I'll tell you this, Jodine, in all transparency, I think we are a technical interviewing match made in heaven.
I really feel this way.
Your purpose is to ask me questions, and I am also then to answer in a very in-depth way. And, you know, I just feel it's a blessing. It's a blessing to be here to answer you.
It absolutely is a blessing that you are here to answer my questions.
Yes.
Yes.
And at some time, I want to ask you some questions.
And that won't be this show, but I will say, I will ask you, how has it been going for you on the SuperCruise this year?
Absolutely incredible.
Back.
Absolutely incredible. My wife is on here.
Yes.
It gave us some time and a break away from our busy schedules to connect with each other, but also connect with people we haven't seen in 3 years.
3 years,
Hug
y'all.
some necks.
Yes.
We had our show last night. The show went great. Had some very funny moments. Excuse me, it's the burritos. I'm sorry. Can we do it in a retake? Because I wasn't expecting
That was not the burritos.
If it happens again.
It's not the burritos.
Ugh.
The ship is getting ready to sail away.
No, I see, and it might not have been that. I mean, every time I talk about my wife, I get butterflies or that. But I'm sorry. We got off the boat, and we had some chili, and I don't know what. It's just... I'm really sorry.
That is not the case,
Bernie,
friends.
I'm sorry, okay?
It's not the case, friends.
I'm trying my best here. I probably will need to go change when this interview is over. But
what we love about the SuperCruise is that we're on a ship and we're sailing away. And today we are in St. Martin. It's beautiful behind us, as you can see. And we're getting ready to sail away. So you're going to hear some horns. You're going to hear some noise coming from the ship, and not my brother's stomach, because he did not have a burrito. Go ahead.
All right. But yeah, we just had a good time. We're just finding and making fun of anything that happens and just making music out of anything that happens. So, you know, whether someone has gas or the horn blows or whatever, we're just having a good time. We had a great time. One of my funniest moments that I enjoyed, we talked about this earlier, was I wanted to give a shout out to all the matching couples, like anybody wearing stuff.
Yeah.
So there was a couple over here wearing pink, and there was people over here wearing aqua. And I said, why don't y'all stand up, let everybody see your outfit? And the guy didn't stand up. I said, come on, Aquaman, stand up. And it's just like, you know, it was like the room didn't get it, but it was just like my own personal thing. But like, you know, people are walking on wearing fuchsia. Tomorrow I'm wearing paisley to match my wife. It's like a great thing,
beautiful.
man.
It's beautiful. And it's like a family reunion here too. Like everyone I see is hugging your neck. You can't even step, he can't even step into like the buffet area. Like people are like holding you and talking to you and things of that nature. I told him that, you know, there's a keto diet and then there's also the hug diet. I told everybody I need to fit my suits on the boat. So just hug me as much as possible when I go to the Lido deck to stop me from getting pizza. So that's what it is. That's really what it is. It was in the memo, and everyone's like grabbing me to stop me from getting to the dessert table. You think it's love, it's really just a diet. It's really a diet. Okay, got it. So on a more serious note, Eric, how's it been going for you?
It has been going incredible.
You've been on tour.
I've been on tour. My band, we've been great. I wrote a book, had a new album that came out. I have had, during this time, Lessons. You can find it at ericrobersonmusic.com or any other place as well. A new album, Lessons, a song called Lessons is might be my biggest record of all time. But it's definitely, all time? It might be my biggest song, but it's by far the song I will have to sing for the rest of my life.
Wow.
So, so it's been great. Everything's been... My kids are well. My parents are well. My
I love to hear
well.
it.
Yeah.
If you know Eric Roberson, you've seen him on the cruise a number of times. You've probably seen his wife. You've probably seen his kids. You've probably seen his parents. It's a family affair every time Eric Roberson comes here. And talking about Lessons started off as a song.
Yeah.
And it's transpired into a book.
Album,
a social media campaign. It's just going viral.
Yeah.
You're singing at people's weddings.
Yeah, I'm doing a lot of weddings now. Yeah. Look, I'm the new Kenny Lattimore. Holla about your boy. For you, I will sing lessons if for certain fee. I'm sorry. Yes, but yeah, it's been a blessing, and it's just a song that came out of nowhere, man. One day I was just kind of in the middle of the pandemic, just thinking about life, thinking about my wife, our kids, and God has a funny way of showing you lessons. The ups and downs got me to this very point.
Wow.
You know, so
now when I saw that you had a book, honestly, when he announced that he had a book, I thought it was like a book of the lyrics. But I went ahead and bought the book, and
God
it's 100 Thoughts on Life and Love.
Yeah.
And Eric, I was going through this as I was sitting in my cabin, and one of these, tell me, like, what inspired you to share, like, lesson number 46, for example?
Let me help you. Go ahead.
I'm
here to assist.
Yeah. Lesson number 56. If patience is afforded, not understanding each other can allow room for growth. Like,
hey.
Wait, I mean, that touched me in a certain way. Like, where did all this come from?
So what I would tell you is that this book was mainly written while putting together a marketing plan for the song. So what we had to look at is number 56, and we had to look in the back and see what movie inspired it, because everything is inspired by a movie. So you look in the back. Hey, man, let me take my glasses off, because we're going to read from Corinthians
Scriptures.
Verse 16. So, no, I'm sorry. 56, hey, man. Inspired by Claudine, a great movie, Claudine. And when they were fighting, and he was talking about how many kids he had. She said, when the last time you spoke to your kids? So sometimes what you think is not right, immediately I think that, oh, we're not a match and this and that. But if you allow patience so that purpose can show up, or the reason why we are here to show up, what seems like a fault, what seems like a mistake, what seems like a failure, what seems like a clash might really be for your benefit. And that's what I got out of that clip, watching that clip. So, we were putting together a marketing plan, and what I did was I tried to write a lesson off of the highest point of every TV show and movie I love. My favorite part of Martin, my favorite part of Mo Better Blues, my favorite part of Love Jones, my favorite part of Love and Basketball.
Wow.
That scene, I wanted to put the music to it, score the music to it, and then write what lesson I would find in it. And sometimes it was very easy, and sometimes I had to peel away and peel away and peel away, watch it for hours, and after a while I go, oh my God, I get it now.
That's the lesson in it.
And it was there,
That's the lesson
and it was for me too. I mean, when I tell you I learned a lot about myself from those lessons. It wasn't like, oh, let me show you the lessons you need to follow.
Right.
It was like, no, it was really helping me, and I was really just sharing what I was learning.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
You've got to pick up this book, y'all. You've got to check it out. It's 100 Thoughts on Life and Love. Eric, do we see more books and workbooks coming out of your creative expression?
Yes. The funny thing was, I have a poetry book called Beautifully All Over the Place that I was planning to release last year, but instead I released this book. Because Lessons kind of stopped everything.
Yeah, Lessons kind of blew up.
Yeah, but I'm also working on 2 books that I plan to write. So I plan to have several books out in the next couple of years. One is called Getting Out of the Way of Yourself, and the other one is called Read to Your Full, Write to Your Empty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm taking a year off from teaching, if not more, just so I find room to write and get these other things out as well. So I'm just living, man, just in creating and having a good time.
I love this about Eric Roberson. He is going to creatively express himself.
Yeah.
Give him an outlet, and creativity shows up.
Can't help it.
I love it. I love it.
Let me tell you something. If that horn blows one more time, I'm going to harmonize with it. Not with my voice either.
Eric, how do people keep in contact with you?
They can, my address is 99.
No, your website.
I'm sorry. I thought you, my website is ericrobersonmusic.com.
All right.
ericrobersonmusic.com. You also can go to jointheprocess.com.
That's right.
If you just want to see the process of all the things I'm creating.
Jointheprocess.com, one of my favorite websites. If you haven't checked that out, please make sure you do. Eric Roberson, you are on a roll, and we are always so blessed and honored that you're here with us.
If I'm on a roll, I hope it's buttered.
Eric Roberson, I'm your host, Jenny Dorsey. You are tuned in to Capital Jazz TV.